So you can see the question, question number 4. The function of the following circuit if the input is a sine wave is that: option A, it transmit that part of sine wave which is above plus 8 volt and below plus 4 volt. Option B, it transmit that part of sine wave which lies between plus 4 volt and plus 8 volt. And option C, it transmit that part of sine wave which lies above minus 4 volt and below plus 8 volt. And option D, it transmit that part of sine wave which lies below plus 4 volt and above minus 8 volt. Okay, so this is the circuit is given and you have some input sinusoidal voltage. Let us assume some arbitrary input amplitude of Vm. Okay, and the diode D1 and D2 is there, and a voltage source battery is 8 volt and 4 volt is there. Okay, now let us draw the input signal again. Okay, so this is our input signal, right? Now the amplitude is Vm. Okay, and the important voltages are plus 8 volt and plus 4 volt. Okay, you can see. So we can mark these voltages. So say let us assume this is plus 4 volt and this is, let us assume this is plus 8 volt. Okay, so you can draw some line with respect to this plus 4 volt and plus 8 volt. Okay, now you can identify the regions. Okay, so you can see that this part is for the input voltage less than 4 volt, and this part is for input voltage greater than 8 volt. Okay, now you may ask why this two region is important, because you can see the diode D1 is on when the voltage over here at this terminal is greater than equals to 8 volt. Okay, assuming both D1 and D2 ideal. So when it is greater than equals to 8 volt, then only diode D1 will be on, because over here it is 8 volt, and diode D2 will be on, you can see, when this voltage is less than equals to 4 volt. Okay, then only diode D2 will be on, because over here the voltage is plus 4 volt. Okay, so you can see this region, this part is for voltage less than equals to 4 volt. Now what is happening in this region? Your D2 will be on. If D2 is on, so you have to connect this two line, because we have assumed the ideal diodes. Okay, you can connect this two line. So you can see that directly output voltage 4 volt, this particular voltage is going directly to the output. Okay, so for this region less than equals to 4 volt, your output voltage is simply 4 volt. Okay, output, so blue lines are the output voltage. Okay, now what is happening for input voltage of greater than equals to 8 volt? You can see diode D1 is on. D1 is on. So in this region you can see diode D2 is off. Diode D2 is on only in this region. Okay, this region. Okay, just I have drawn this particular region. Okay, but in this region diode D2 is off. Okay, so you can remove this connection, but D1 is on for input voltage of greater than equals to 8 volt. Okay, so this region. So in this region what will be the output? You have to connect this particular line. Okay, so because ideal diode, so you can see directly 8 volt is going to the output, so output will be 8 volt. Okay, and in between 4 volt and 8 volt, both the diode D1 and D2 are off. Okay, both D1 and D2 are off, so you can remove this two in between plus 4 volt and plus 8 volt, and you can see you will get directly exactly the output exact input voltage to the output. Okay, so this is the waveform. So your overall waveform is output waveform. It will be for the one period, it will be like this. Okay, so let us check the options. So you can see the option B. Okay, option B is I think correct, because option B is it transmit that part of sine wave which lies between plus 4 volt and plus 8 volt. Okay, so you can see it is basically transmitting that part of sine wave. This part of sine wave is transmitting, okay, at the output, and remaining parts of the saturation voltage that is coming from this voltage sources, that 8 volt and 4 volt. Okay, so the circuit is basically transmitting this part plus 4 volt to plus 8 volt, this part of sine wave to the output. Okay, thank you.